Hi, I'm Kelly,
And I'm Brooke.
and we're going to provide you with information regarding hearing loss and hearing aids.
Some of you may be wondering, what exactly is hearing loss?
Well, I'll tell you, Brooke. There are 3 types of hearing loss. There's conductive hearing loss, which is hearing loss produced by abnormalities in the outer and/or middle ear. Then there's sensorineural hearing loss, which is hearing loss produced by abnormalities in the inner and/or eighth nerve. And there's also mixed hearing loss, which is hearing loss produced by abnormalities in the outer and/or middle ear and in the inner and/or eighth nerve.
There are many different degrees of hearing loss. There's mild, moderate severe, severe, and profound.
You're probably wondering, how bad can a mild loss really be?
Listen to the following simulation and pretend that you're the student with mild hearing loss listening to your professor speak during class.
Right now, let's talk about the second part of the task. The second part is where you have to find 2 things that there's going to be 25 centimetres. First, yes. Guess how long you have to be out. So you have to be estimating how long.
So, as you can see, a mild hearing loss can impact individuals throughout their daily lives. And that is why we have hearing aids for those who have hearing loss.
There are many different kinds of hearing aids, and they are based on the location of the microphone. There are many advantages and disadvantages of each hearing aid. The first hearing aid we will talk about is a behind-the-ear hearing aid. An advantage of this hearing aid is that there is less chance for acoustic feedback.
A disadvantage is it's quite visible.
The next hearing aid is an in-the-ear hearing aid. An advantage of this hearing aid is that it is easy to take in and out, seeing as it is only one piece.
A disadvantage is that it's less durable than behind-the-ear hearing aid.
The third hearing aid is an in-the-canal hearing aid. An advantage of this hearing aid is that it has a more natural sound due to a more natural location.
A disadvantage is that it's harder to clean.
The final hearing aid is a completely in-the-canal hearing aid. An advantage of this hearing aid is that it is more cosmetically appealing.
A disadvantage is that there's less room for features.
Excuse me, my hearing aid's not working.
Here, we can help you.
As you can see, sometimes your hearing aid can run into trouble.
There are ways to troubleshoot what is wrong with your hearing aid using a listening check kit. In your listening check kit, you will find your listening stethoscope, your audiologist choice cleaning spray, your ear mold blower, your earwax pick and brush, and your battery tester. It is important to test your hearing aid using your eyes, your hands, and your ears. First, we will use our eyes. You will want to look at the tubing and make sure that there are no rips. Next, you will look at the ear mold and make sure that there is no cerumen blocking it. Next, you will look at the microphone and make sure that there is no dust. Next, you want to make sure that there are no loose pieces. Once you have done all your checks with your eyes, you will next go on to your checks using your ears.
I will be using my listening stethoscope, and I'm going to place the stethoscope in my ears. Then I will take the cup of the stethoscope and put it onto the ear mold, just like this, and make sure it's securely on. Once this stethoscope is securely on, I will use my hands to turn on the hearing aid. Once the hearing aid is turned on, I will perform the 6-link sound test, which tests sounds across all different types of frequencies. These sounds consist of ah, e, oo, s, sh, You want to say it?
Ah, e, oo, s, sh, Was there any distortion?
Well, while I was performing the 6-link sound test and while you were performing the 6-link sound test, I was listening for any distortion that could appear. Then I will squeeze the hearing aid to make sure that there is no distortion due to the casing.
Can you hear me?
Sounds good. And I will also maneuver the control buttons to make sure.
Hi, Kelly.
Okay, everything sounds great. Then I will take the listening stethoscope out of my ears.
If there was any distortion, you would have to troubleshoot. The first thing you would do to troubleshoot would be to check the battery. In order to do that, you need to open the battery compartment, remove the battery, take your battery tester, and put the battery in the compartment that matches up with the size of the battery. Then you will press down, and as you can see, this battery is good. Then you will take the battery and you will place it back into the hearing aid with the negative side down. There is only one way to put the battery in the compartment, so if it's not fitting, do not try to push it down, and if the door does not want to close, do not force it shut. You may want to try the other side. You will then close it. Next, you will take your brush and you will brush over the controls to make sure that there is no dust or debris. You will also go over the microphone. Next, you will open back up the battery compartment and make sure that there is no debris or rust in the compartment. You will close it again, and next, you will look at the ear mold and make sure that there is no cerumen blocking it. If there is any cerumen in the ear mold, you will take the pick and you will stick it in the ear mold and remove it.
Next, you will take your ear mold blower, and this will be used to suck out all the moisture that may be containing in your hearing aid. First, you will pull the tube off the ear hook. Then you will take the ear mold blower and place the tip in the tube. Once it's fully secured, you will squeeze, pull out, and then release. You can perform this a couple times until you believe all the moisture is out of the ear mold. So place it in the tube, squeeze, pull up, release. Place it in the tube, squeeze, pull up, release. Once all the moisture is out, you can put the hearing aid back together.
Once you have done all troubleshooting techniques, you can do your listening check again to see if there are any distortions. If there are no distortions, then your hearing aid is good to go. As always, when you are handling a hearing aid, it is best to either wear gloves or to wash your hands before and after. And as always, make sure to follow infection control and wipe down the hearing aid and your listening stethoscope and any other items that may have been used. And that's how you troubleshoot a hearing aid.
Thanks for fixing my hearing aid.
No problem.
Once again, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Brooke.
And we'll hear you later.